All right, friends, I am out here at Barfield Crescent Park in Murfreesboro. I'm going to play 18 holes, Gyropalooza mystery box. I've got a sealed Gyropalooza box. Bought this over 3 months ago. Been waiting to do a video with it. So I'm going to open it here in a second. Blind draw every shot except for putts. I'm going to use my regular putters. Blind draw for drives and up shots. Throw whatever disc I pull out. You got to use every disc at least once off the tee. Those will be the rules. This is going to be one of 2 videos I'm filming today. Almost like a little revenge for me against some of these courses out here in Murfreesboro. It's my second time at Barfield. I'm going to head up to Central Valley later today. The first 2 times I played these courses was in a 3-round tournament, the Rutherford anniversary in 2021. Long story short, I shot closer to 100 over par than to even par. So we're going to go out and get some revenge on these 2 courses. Let's have a good time. Here we go. I'm going to bust open the box and toss it at this trash can here so I can carry everything a little bit easier in my bag. We will not reveal any of the discs until we throw them. That's the plan anyways. So a couple of these are in every pack, so we know what those are. But everything else will be a surprise. If I can hold everything and not drop it all. So we have got, if you don't know, one of the new Proto balances. You get an Eclipse Vanish, an Eclipse Parachute, and then 8 assorted discs. Let's get it. All right, the hole 1, a little over 300 feet. The goal today will be to shoot under par. I'd like to get like 5 birdies along the way. I think that'd be a good number. All right, first random disc we grab. Glow Lab second. It is a servo. Okay, this is gonna be sick. Too much disc for this hole, I think. We'll see how it flies. 304 feet. Try to smooth one. If it gets some turn, it could be great. Here we go. Servo, hole 1. Got some turn. It's going to be too long. A little bit left. Yep, we got a putt from there. Here we go. Pumped. Cool servo for disc 1. Is over by the ditch over here. I'm going to look not at the disc, just going to see if we have any other putters. I kind of don't think I got any putters other than the pitch. Take a par on hole 1. I remember bogeying this hole in that tournament after putting a roller to about 20 feet. Classic tournament putting for early disc golf Cameron. On to 2. Okay, hole 2 is 324 feet. It's a perfect time to get the servo, but you got to have just thrown it. Let's see. Mixing them up. And did I just grab the servo again? Yeah, I just did. That's funny. Another randomization here. And we've got an R2 Defy distance driver. 167 grams. Maybe too much disc for this one. We'll see how it flies. If it doesn't fly flippy, if it flies pretty stable, then this will be a great disc for this. Could easily go long of the pin, but let's just try to hit the gap. We'll throw it flat and see what happens. When I say flat, I mean probably with a significant amount of hyzer. Yeah, it's got some drift to it. Tree held that in bounds. Pretty decent flight, so that's good to know. That's got a little flip if that comes up again. I don't know that I'd run this putt in a tournament, but I certainly wouldn't throw anything. So we'll go proxy again here. There's a slight wind right to left that's been blowing. Feels pretty still right now. We'll give it a little run here, I think. Got cage. Pretty decent for a 70-footer. I hit the cage, bounced over here. Tapping in with the Defy. So that was par there on 2. A little tap in. 304 feet. Water carry involved on this one. Defy goes back in. Shuffle around. And we plotted R2 Tesla. Really good disc for this shot. Hopefully, we'll see how flippy it is. 166 grams. It might have a little bit of flip to it. Again, not really sure the wind's doing right now. Every time I try to test it, it stops blowing. Yeah. Feels right to left. So we'll rip this Tesla pretty hard, and hopefully we stick this green. I'm not concerned about getting there unless I burn it over, but I am concerned about not going long. That's stable. Okay, cool. Stayed dry. We're pretty far off to the left though. Won't be much of a run, but easy layup for par. So far, all drivers on the tee shots, all close enough to putt. This one will be interesting to try to get the distance right with the breeze coming off my right-hand side. It's going to give this a nice committed bid here. There you go. Good birdie putt. So nice 70-footer, 75-footer on 3 for birdie. We're not going to the green pin. You can see there's one further back in the woods. This one is 264. That's what it says. Let's see what we get out of the mystery box. We got the balance. So may have to crank this on a little anhyzer to get it all the way there. How overstable these are. Regular stamp, so no free trip to Gyropalooza. Let's see what the balance does. I'm thinking maybe if I can get it all the way wide. We'll see. Hit the line. Too far though. Too far. That's a good shot though. Should have a long putt again. 4 tee shots so far. 4 decent discs for what we're doing. Randomly assigned. Longer birdie putt here. Don't want to jump in the woods. I'm going to straddle out, kind of open up this angle here. Fade in. Good bid. A little short. Tap in for par here on 4. We will stay 1 under. It's pretty good pace through 4. Knock that down. On to 5. The whole 5. 286 through the woods up to the left. So far we've had the balance, both of our R2 discs, and that servo. And so we still 2 known discs, the Vanish and the Parachute, have not come out yet, and 5 lap seconds. So let's see what we get here. Ooh, bright blue. Loving it. Domey. It's a trail. Look at that. Pretty sick disc. Pretty sick disc to get in this pack. Trail might not be the best for this shape. Need a pushing hyzer. But you never know. Some trails have been overstable compared to others. And if I just give it enough angle, it should cruise left all the way. Short tee pad. Grip locked it. We're in the woods. We're scrambling a bit on this one. See what happens. So did not adjust my run up at all for the short tee pad, and now we're in a pickle trying to scramble the rest of the way up this fairway. No room whatsoever. We'll go random disc again. It will not count as using it off the tee. We got a glow crave. Plenty of these in the gyro boxes from what I can tell. Craves, that is. Let's see. So we're going to try to hit this narrow backhand hyzer line here. Try to get up near the pin. Yeah, that's perfect. Cool. Should have a circle 1 look for par. All right, the crave did betray me a little bit on these rocks and skipped pretty long. Maybe circle's edge here. Been a very driver-heavy box so far. Pulled out only drivers on the lap second side of things. Tight window. See if we can make it. Not enough height. Didn't commit. That'll be a tap in for bogey. Let's see. Second chance. Would we have gotten it? Nope. 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 Oh well. Back to even. Bogey. Pretty big downhill shot. This is the only hole I remember birdieing out here for this tournament. We are going to randomize the driver again. Of course, the crave is eligible because we use it on upshot. Pull out a glow mid-range. It's an Echo. Glow Echo, lap second. Decent disc for this shot. Kind of need to shape the fairway a little bit. We'll see what happens. It is an imposing shot to get the long pin. We played the short in that tournament. See if we can bend this right and then left. Good tree. Really good tree. Bad throw. So I didn't get all the turn I wanted out of the echo there. Didn't throw it very hard either, but jump putt down the rest of the fairway. Go in, why not? Just a little short, pinned it. Tap in par. Nice jump putt approach there. Not much left to do. But tap in our 3. And we stay even. Going to hole 7. All right, hole 7 says 304. Short little water carry. Really, if you get out of the gap, you're fine. There's not a lot overhanging the water, so. Rangefinder says 270, so not quite 304. As the T sign says, let's get a disc here. And we got the parachute. We shall see how far it goes. I can throw these pretty far usually. I feel like getting the angle right more than anything on this one. 153 grams. I'm gonna hit it pretty hard on the left side of this gap and just let it turn up. Get it all the height that I can. Oh, and we missed inside. I forget how stable they are, really. I'm gonna throw another one with my glitch just to redeem that. I feel like I could have done a lot better. Yeah, that's fine. Oh well, be a par. Not a great way with the way the woods are to get myself and the basket in the shot here. But we were just going to throw an upshot with the parachute since today's so short. Kind of wish you had the down the line view because that was perfectly straight. Easy par. Let's get to 8 and get a birdie. Just picking up my glitch over here. Shout out to Sheffield Wednesday. Lost the derby against United. Unfortunate. This past weekend. Tap in par. Oh, second one didn't go in. How about it? On to the next. Do have to do a little bragging real quick. Show you the dye job. This one was done a while ago. Yours truly. Sheffield Wednesday badge. How about it? Hole 8, 320. Pretty much dead straight. Still even. More a result of the random tee shot selection than the difficulty of the course, I would say. So I've got 5 discs left that I haven't thrown. So yeah, we got a paradox. Okay, left to right wind. This is going to be an adventure. Very soft, steep hyzer. Now let it break over. Just push for days. We almost made it to the short pin. That was a tough one. Let's throw this again, just for fun, with or bonus content for you. Silva Saarinen Proto. I don't know what to call this. Silva Saarinen Particle Proton Proxy. See how far we can get this bad boy. That is a gorgeous flight. Oh my word, go in. Almost hit metal. Bit of an awkward upshot here. That proxy is actually way shorter than I thought. But we'll go again with the putting putter since we're well within range. Well, actually, I'd rather throw a forehand, so we're going to randomize it and see what we get. Servo. Little chip shot. Sit down. Well, we've got a long putt because of the concrete. That's okay. All right, a little work to do to save par. The Silva Saarinen proxy was maybe 20 feet away. Flashed in front of the basket. I thought it went right over the top from the tee. Anyhow, for par. Really good putt. We'll take that. Don't forget the bag. All right, hole 9. Par 3, 304 on the distance. Basket is kind of right in this area. Hopefully you can see that. Kind of got to throw down this tunnel though. A couple more discs before we go back to the full bag and truly random. We got a wave, okay. Green wave. Gallatin green wave. How about it? Shout out. Yeah, I'm just going to throw a pretty strong hyzer here. And hopefully this doesn't stand up. Stands up a little bit, that'll be fine actually. Maybe it'll just kind of ride the shape of the fairway. Still too much. I'll end up with a long stepper, I think. All right, long stepper for birdie. 2 discs left. Wait, no, 3 discs left, I think, that I have not thrown out to the tee. Maybe just 2. I think it's just 2, just the Vanish and the Crave. Had the Crave spoiled on an upshot. Long one here. Let's see what happens. Leaked it right. Good distance, though. Maybe a little short. And the concrete helps it curl under. Tapping in for par on 9. Keep it even. Love to get more birdies. But we'll see what happens. 10 is this very cool tunnel shot. 378. Try to zoom in where the basket is over here. Underneath that tree, you can just see it. So, we will be throwing the Vanish or Crave. We got the Vanish. Perfect disc for this shot. Not sure how stable this one's going to fly. So, we'll see what happens. I'm going to put it on hyzer because the other one I had was pretty flippy. Mush it out there. Very cool tunnel right off the tee here. Not really a tunnel, kind of a gate. You got to throw through. Let's take a rip. Not that flippy. It's pretty flippy, but not that flippy. I'll throw the Crave too. Just see how she would have done. Would have been less worried about the stability at least. Swatted. That's why you only throw one drive, kids. All right, a little too far to putt from the Vanish. So we're actually going to grab the parachute and just kind of spin it up there. Oh, get off of that tree. All right, we have made similar putts today. Let's see if we can do it again. Oh, dang it. You go tap that in. Caught the tiniest amount of chains on the right side. This will be over par after this hole. Just 1 stroke over par, thankfully. Some work to do on the back 9 then. Love to finish under par. We'll see if that's possible with the random tee shot selector. Crave on the next one, and then after that, no matter what I pull, it's gonna get thrown. All right, 11 dead straight, 370 par 3. Crave time, slight right to left wind. Just gonna get after it. A little bit uphill, I believe. Maybe downhill, according to the tee sign. Never mind, I'm blind. Here we go. Crave. Maybe slight headwind even as well. Yeah. Headwind got the better of it. So far right. Crave pretty far right. Should have checked to see if this is out of bounds, frankly, but did not. So benefit of the doubt goes to the player. In that case, me. We'll do another parachute upshot. I think from now on I'm going to pick my upshot discs just from whatever I have. I'm not even looking at the basket. There you go. Okay, like I said, I'm going to pick my upshot discs from now on out of what I have. Parachute. Yeah, that would be under the basket if it wasn't on concrete. Take that, tap in par. Would have loved the opportunity to throw a Tesla there. Probably what I would throw in my regular bag and out of these gyro discs that I've got from this pack. But the parachute's right under it for tap and par. That'll be, we got 1 birdie, 2 bogeys, and the rest par so far. Let's clean it up on the rest of the back 9. Here we go. Just a little tap-a-roo for the par on 11. Hole 12. Kind of along this tree line here. Shapes more kindly for the forehand and the backhand, if I remember correctly. T sign says 390. Quite frankly, I've got no clue where it is. So we're just going to grab this and throw it as hard as we can. Got the Vanish. Probably a pretty good disc for this. So I'm just going to throw it down there. 390, we got a long way to go. Missed it to the right, or to the left rather. That'll probably be, hopefully we'll be able to throw an upshot from there. So again, rather non-ideal spot to be able to film the shot and the basket. I'm going to go balance through here. Kind of play this high gap up here. You may or may not be able to see it. I grabbed the Paradox. That would have been a disaster. You go balance. Try to play a high hyzer through here. Distance was almost right. Direction could have used some work. Now sit. Oh, bad tree. That was a pretty good shot. Would have been decent. Would have needed it to hit metal to be close. But as it is, 40 footer. Well, a little bit closer than I thought even on the upshot. Pretty good chance at par here. Great putt. Take that. After a less than ideal drive and an upshot that might have gotten punished, might have gotten helped. Not really sure how close that would have been if it didn't hit that tree. Either way, on to 13, just one over. Got to get back under though. 2 birds, that's all it takes. All right, this next stretch of the course is pretty wooded. I'm hoping that works out in my favor. Short little right to left shot here. 190 to an elevated basket. We get the crave. So taking a lot off on this. Throwing it on hyzer. Get a little luck. Oh man, squared it up the whole way. So that actually looked pretty good out of the hand. It did look like it was going right at that tree the entire time. So other than that, I guess, pretty good out of the hand. I'll just be getting under the basket on this one. Can't really run it at all if I wanted to. Unintentional. Wow, let's get pretty lucky there. Lazy with the upshot. Hit a tree. We're still in tap-in range. 14, and we're running out of time to get back under. Somebody didn't like the tree kick they got. 244 down this tunnel and to the right. And we got the echo. You have to throw a delicate little forehand here. That was decent until it wasn't. So tough scramble here. Based on my memory of this course, this was the kind of last hole that I wanted to get past. Felt like the rest of this place is relatively scoreable for me. Just found out my belt buckle somehow made it all the way to the left side of my pants. Very exciting. Okay, tough upshot here. Thinking it's got to be pretty straight actually, so maybe the parachute will be the way. Actually, no, we want a forehand flex from our lie, so it'll be a balance. Yeah, right play for sure. Pretty decent upshot. Should have a putt for par. Left it short. So frustrating bogey this. Kind of threw a couple of putts at it because I never got good footing from my lie. Just kind of slipped every time I went to make the step putt. Eventually hit the cage, but on the third try, doesn't mean anything. Doesn't mean anything on the first try either. So bogey, 2 over. A lot of work to do. Hole 15, got the trail, 298. Try to just shape this shot. Grip lock and everything. All right, middle of the fairway, decent kick. Just spin the balance up the rest of the way. Get lucky. Lucky enough to be parked. Short putt for par here on 15. Tired of having par putts. Knocked it down though. Still 2 up. Oopsie daisy, the long pin was there. Did not know that existed. Well, I gotta say, I'm on 16 steep head. Feeling a little bit defeated. It's not the quality of golf I want to be putting out on the channel. I know you guys want to watch some good play. You don't really want to watch me hack through and scramble on every hole. So a little disappointed. I hope the journey of the mystery box and throwing random discs has still been fun and engaging. We'll see. I'd like to get some birdies here at the end. Hopefully feel good enough about this to post it, put it out there. But I just appreciate the support. And hopefully the next one we'll play a little bit better. Headed to Central Valley after this. Still got 3 more holes. Let's put something together here at the end. Got the balance downhill, 260. That's on the green, I think. Might have blocked the whole shot. All right, we earned a birdie putt with that balanced tee shot. Gonna knock this down. Thank goodness. Okay, we're on to something. We're feeling good now. Vibes are high. 2 more birdies. Let's get them. At 17, we have gotten Tesla. Not ideal. Try to get it down there for the birdie putt. All right, long way to go to get to the basket. Just gonna try to spin the parachute down there pretty much. I think that's decent. Parachute got lucky, filtered down nicely. This left for par. No chains, it counts. So we're 1 over going into 18. Hope we get a good disc. Hope we get a birdie. Hole 18, 370. We've got the crave. I'm gonna play a high turnover shot, see if we can get there. I think that cut rolled to the edge of the circle. We'll see. All right, long look for the birdie to end the video. I'm not gonna lie, it has been grueling. I've hated being over par for most of it. This to get back to even. Okay. 1 over is how we finish. Absolutely brutal. Thank you guys for hanging on through the foreplay and all. Let's tap this in and we can go home to Central Valley. All right, guys. Hey, thanks if you stuck out this video. I know the quality of the disc golf wasn't as good as I hoped it would have been. But we finished 1 over using random discs on every tee shot, so I'll take that. At the end of the day, it's not terrible. Would have loved to got back to even there with that last putt with that basket. Does not like me, apparently. Thank you guys so much for checking this video out. It means the world that anybody would care to click on these videos and watch them. So super grateful for every one of you that does that. Stay tuned. Gonna be dropping a video from Central Valley. I've hinted at it throughout this video. Gonna try to shoot better than I did in my tournament there 4 years ago. Guys, again, thanks. Have a great day. Appreciate you checking this out. See ya.